Tyler, UFN92 on Twitter. This is a fun one. Who do you see as a breakout player on offense and defense? So one on each side of the ball here. On offense, I'm going to go Chimere Dike. His relationship with Graham Mertz, that's going to pay off. New strength and conditioning program is working for him as he continues to set personal best. I'm hearing he's going to play a lot in the slot where he can take advantage. This will allow Florida to move Trey around a bit more too. All I've heard about lately with him is just how much faster he is now to when he got here. And that's about Chimere Dike. And I know Graham Mertz is looking forward to pairing up with him. I think that goes a long way. Their history together 2 seasons ago, putting up pretty good numbers as a pair in a bad season at Wisconsin. I think he's a guy who just fits right into what Billy Napier's looking for, Billy Gonzalez is looking for at wide receiver, and just really gives a presence to Graham Mertz that he can count on. Now, I know in some personal conversations I know people who've had with Graham Mertz, big fan. He is a big fan of Chimere Dike being in his wide receiver room. Honorable mention. I'm going to go honorable mention here as well. I really wanted to go with an offensive lineman, but that to me is hard to do so right now. I would love for that to be Crenshaw Dixon or Caden Jones at right tackle. I don't know if I can go that far yet. I would love to say, you know what? Remember Billy Napier's first season, and Austin Barber could have been that breakout player when it was all said and done that year. So I would have loved if I could feel the confidence of going back to that spot again. But I don't know, as far as honorable mention goes, how I could put that person above Jaden Ball at running back. And I know he's probably one of the easiest ones. He's probably going to be the one that's picked the most. Now I'm putting him as honorable mention here. But all we got to do is just go back and watch the spring game, and let's see if that's what we get. If so, he's going to be that guy. And I do think there is going to be a running back that will break out, and hopefully more than one. But it's certainly in the cards that one of Florida's breakout players is going to be a running back too. I mean, let's hope there's more than one breakout player for this offense. They're going to take these next steps. But certainly, I think most people will probably go running back. I'm going to go Chimere Dike just because I do think the passing game opens up a bit more this season. They'll rely on Graham Mertz a little more this season. I think Chimere Dike is going to be a big, huge beneficiary of that. On defense, I'll give you a few seconds of letting you guess where I'm going on that one. I think most of you guys know. 3, 2, 1, Pup Howard. You know, if you know me, you know that's where I'm going. And speaking of the spring game without Jaden Ball, speak of the spring game with Pup Howard. And I know you don't want to take too much from that. We see all the time the spring game heroes that never translate to a real football game. But I do think that was a preview of what we were going to get from Pup Howard. Came right in this spring, and he had to because of injuries at the position, but he took off, showing great understanding of the defense, being able to communicate, and just having to play with an instinctual physical presence that's been missing at this spot besides Shamar James. And there's not much to point to at South Carolina. I know that, but that's why you pick out breakout players, right? You can't point to what they've done to really much before, but what they're about to do. He played in 11 games for the Gamecocks as a true freshman. Finished the season, 19 tackles, 10 of them solo, tackle for loss, forced fumble. But that's what a breakout is, though, right? Can't point to much before. I do see Pup Howard being my guy on defense that's going to break out. Honorable mention on this side of the ball, I told you we'd come back to him. I'm going Kelby Collins up front. His switch from edge to defensive end, he did struggle at first with the move in spring, had to get used to more physical play, more double teams, but I do think his talent is too good, and he'll break out this season. May not be right away, as he needs to have more experience in this role, this new role, but I see that talent take it over eventually. One more, as I said, if you go on the offensive, I almost went offensive line for another breakout on offense. TJ Searcy probably would be my next honorable mention player because he's going to get all the opportunity to be that pass rusher Florida's looking for at that jack spot.